Contracts or agreements. All a contract is an agreement between two or more parties to do or not to do something. And what it basically is a mutual meeting of the mind. And is usually supported by some type of consideration. Now, it also has to be of legal subject matter, and the parties involved need to be competent. And that is to say, they need to be at least 18 years or older and mentally competent. But to create a contract, we first have to have an offer, then an acceptance of that offer. But before it becomes a contract, there has to be a communication back, and all parties have to know what they've agreed to. Statute of fraud says that certain contracts have to be in writing to be enforceable. Your sale and purchase agreement, leases for more than 1 year, and option contracts all have to be in writing to be enforceable. Now, there's a partial performance doctrine which says that certain oral contracts could be enforceable under certain conditions. One is that anytime that the buyer pays a part of the purchase price up front, that would be the deposit. But that's not enough. There has to be one other something to go along with that in order for this to work. The seller either lets the buyer take possession of the property or allows the buyer to go in and start repairs. So the deposit on top of something else could make that an enforceable issue. An option contract is what we consider to be a unilateral contract. In other words, only one person is promising to do something. The buyer gets to think about it. They're not obligated in this agreement. Now, since the buyer is not promising to purchase, they have to put up what we call substantial consideration or definite valuable consideration in order for this to be binding. There are certain remedies to breach, and all breach is that when one or the other party has decided that they don't want to perform. There is specific performance, and that is you can sue somebody, take them to court, and a judge can make somebody do what they promised to do. There's rescission. Liquidated damages, however, seems to be one of the biggest issues or biggest things that we have. And all liquidated damages is when a buyer breaches, the seller gets to keep the deposit as liquidated damages.